from Full House Eve to Terrifier, what made you want to go from Mike David to write your cast star?
Although the original actor is my buddy Mike Gianelli, and he was not an actor. He was, when I was getting into makeup effects, he would just hang out with me, and I would just test effects on him. And I'd be like, I want to have this blood pump on the back of your head. I need to blow somebody's brains out. So let's go to the side of my house. I set up the camera and I just start spraying blood everywhere. And he was my guinea pig. If I needed to make a prosthetic, I had the mold of his face, and I would make zombie prosthetics on him and things. And then when I made my first short film, I said I have this clown character and I need a prosthetic. I already have your face mold. Because going back to the Joker, I knew when I first sculpted art, especially when I re-sculpted him for the Terrifier short film, the comic book Joker was a big inspiration, just the way his features are, the very pointed chin, pointed nose. But I said, I need an actor. You don't have to speak. I just need you to kind of sit there in this prosthetic and smile and make these weird faces and things. I'm like, trust me, you can do it. I was like, all right. And it wound up really taking off, and everybody was like, ooh, you should make more shorts with this character. And then I was like, I told him we need to make another one. He's like, all right, I'll do it. And then we made Terrifier, the short film. And then the fan base grew even more. So when it got to Terrifier, I told him, dude, we're going into making a feature, finally, we can make Terrifier. And he said, I really can't go through those hours in the makeup chair, it's not fun. And it's not fun, it's a really hard, difficult process to sit there. Right? What a shame, what a shame. And I said, it was tough, I begged him to do it, but he just had to go, go his own way. And then it's like, fuck, everything that worked was, art. Like all my other things, there's so many problems, but pretty much unanimously, everybody loved Art the Clown. And I was like, fuck, I gotta start from scratch and recast the role. So we held an audition, a call in the city. It was me and my producing partner, Phil. We were the only ones in the room. And I think it was just an audition for a killer clown, a silent killer clown. They didn't know what the project was. Now going in, knowing I was starting from scratch, I said, I want this character to be taller and thinner. I think that's going to look way creepier. So Dave was like the sixth person to come into the room, and as soon as he walked in, I saw Dave. I was like, that's my guy. I was like, right there. And then he smiled, and he was big smile. And I was like, ooh, he's going to look really good in that prosthetic.
So yeah, I'm as an actor, I'm usually given signs and stuff like that for auditions, and this is my first time really auditioning for a big film role too, and I was like, yeah, for me.
It's huge!
Woo, still big for me at that time. So I go in there and I see all these other people have scripts, and I never got a script, and I'm like, God, no. And they called me in the room, and I'm sorry, I never got a script. I'm like, you don't need one, art doesn't talk. And I'm like, cool, so what do? Just go up a scene where you're very happy about decapitating a guy, and go! And this is why I always say it's important for every actor to have some kind of experience with improvisation, because you never know when you're going to get thrown into one of those type of situations. And I just had to go with whatever was living in my head at the time, and you can see it online now. But it's like a short synopsis. I cartoonishly snuck up behind my victim, knocked him out, sawed off his head, picked up the head, tasted the blood, didn't like the taste of the blood, so I took out a salt shaker and see it. Liked it, and skipped out on my merry little way. And the rest is history.